Hello and welcome to Vlogmas part 11. It's actually 2 o'clock in the afternoon and we're about to go out for a walk. Haven't filmed anything until this point because we've just been dealing with the aftermath of finding out we were in tier 4 and sort of dealing with a few things around that, about our change plans and trying to make decisions on what the best and safest thing is to do for everybody. We won't be seeing anybody except for my mum, who's in our bubble. But even with her in our bubble, we're still trying to be really cautious and make sure that we put as much distance between the time the girls have been at school and the time that we see her. So we've been trying to work that out this morning. And we've all been a bit emotional, we've all been a bit upset. It's a lovely winter day, there's a lot of sun, and we're going to go for a walk around our local heath and we're going to take you with us.
Yeah. Bad point.
Just back from our walk, we're going to wash our hands and get ready to decorate our gingerbread houses. And I thought I'd just tell you, because I get asked about this a lot. This shawl that you see me wearing an awful lot on the vlog is called the Rosewater shawl. It's a pattern, I can't remember how much it is, on Ravelry. I'm not sure if it's available anywhere else. I'm sure I'll have a look and I'll put the links underneath actually for you. And it's by Joni and the yarn is called Starry Night by River Knits, and it's inspired by Vincent van Gogh's painting. And I wear it a lot. It's a perfect size actually. I really, really love it, especially when it's not freezing but you need a little something. The yarn is lovely. Can't even discuss my hair at the moment. I was hoping to dye it yesterday or today, but it's 4 o'clock now on Sunday and I just haven't had the chance. So I'll either try to do it after I've put dinner together, which I'll tell you about in a minute, or I shall do it tomorrow after I've been to the dentist, because I've still got to go to the dentist tomorrow. And I'm assuming I still can. I really hope so, because I really need this filling done, otherwise I could have further problems. But I'll find out first thing tomorrow. We're having cottage pie tonight. It's something I used to make a lot before Phoebe became vegetarian about a year ago. So I'm going to make it, but I'm going to make it with corn mince. So I'll show you what I do to kind of alter the recipe, and I'll link to the recipe I use. I think it's a BBC Good Food one, I think. But I'll show you that in a minute. I'm just putting together a parcel of stuff to try and send to my sister, but I'm pretty sure that half of the UK, or at least everyone in Tier 4 whose plans have now changed, are probably trying to do the same thing. But it's not a rush, and it means she'll get her Christmas Eve gifts and a couple of other little bits from us. And if they arrive by New Year, that would be great. We can do it on Zoom on New Year, that would be really good. But if they don't, it's fine. And we had a lovely walk on the heath. We really, really needed it, and it was the perfect weather for a walk. It was quite busy. We haven't seen it that busy in a long time, so I think a lot of other people must have had the same thought. And then we came back and we put on the Leslie Odom Jr. Christmas album, which we haven't actually listened to in full. And we really enjoyed it, and the girls decorated their gingerbread houses, which are looking fabulous, absolutely fabulous. So the song of today is going to be a song from Leslie Odom Jr.'s Christmas album. Now he has two, and the one that it's from is The Christmas Album by Leslie Odom Jr. And the song we've chosen is one that I really like, and it's been covered by quite a few different artists, but his version is particularly good. And it's a really happy song, and it is Mele Kalikimaka. Is that right? Yeah. I got it right. Mele Kalikimaka, which is Hawaiian for Merry Christmas. So you probably know the song, but the song of today is Leslie Odom Jr.'s version of it. Okay, I am going to stick on a podcast. I think I'm going to watch the Bakery Bears latest episode because that will cheer me up. I'm going to pour myself a big pint of water. I might even push the boat out and have a herbal tea. And I'm going to get cooking. Oh, and I promised you that I'd show you what I am cooking. Hold on. Okay, I'm doing this. I'm racing against time because the deal is I'm cooking dinner and Dan's doing the hoovering, so he's going to be in here any minute to hoover up all the sprinkles that are all over the floor. It is a BBC Good Food recipe, so I will link it on underneath this video. And there's no point in me showing you this because it's just a stained printout, so I will link the recipe underneath. And I'm going to swap the beef mince for corn mince, but what I do when I swap out beef for corn is I make the sauce in the same kind of way I would, but without ever adding the beef to it. So you just have the sauce, and sometimes I add a bit more liquid, and I usually add some smoked paprika to give a bit of a meaty flavour to it as well. And then I put the corn in at the last moment because it absorbs quite a lot of liquid. And I'll try and film a bit of how I do that as I go. So with all the drama of yesterday, the girls didn't open their Harry Potter advent calendars, so they're going to open 2 doors today.
It's the other twin.
Right, the hair is poofy because it's been dyed and washed. Oh, if I sound like that. Ah. Let's move over a bit so you can see the tree and I look less like an angel. Yes, so it's back to its normal natural dyed colour. And yeah, and that stuff that I put in it the other day that I mentioned on the other vlog has all been washed out. So hopefully it will start to behave itself a bit more normally now. Yeah, so the light's a bit funny because it's now 9:10. Phoebe's just off to bed because we all ended up watching The Man Who Invented Christmas, which is such a good film, and we let her stay up a bit late to watch the end of it because it is the holidays after all. And then I haven't really filmed much today, and I've kind of got to this point in the day and I'm like, oh dear, I'm not actually sure what I've put together for today. And that's just because I don't know, it's just been a bit of a shaky day, a lot of emotions flying about with the Tier 4 announcement, and just, you know, getting our heads around how Christmas is going to be a little bit different this year. But I think we've all adjusted now, we've accepted it, we've made our plans and we're happy, and we're going to just settle down. Mind you, I've still got to go to the dentist tomorrow, so I'll be happier after that's done. And yeah, that's it. So I'm going to sign off for today, and obviously tomorrow will be the next part of the vlog, and it will be the winter solstice as well, so that will be really, really nice. I'm going to stop waffling because I think I'm at a bit of a loss for words and things to say or do that's interesting or make any sense. So I'm going to shut up, go and enjoy the rest of my evening, and I'll see you tomorrow morning. Good morning. It is the winter solstice and I am celebrating by sitting in my car in the Audi's car park. I have got to go to the dentist this morning for a second filling. I had one last Tuesday on this side of my face, and I've got to have one on this side of my face, so he couldn't do it at the same time, otherwise my face would have been completely numb. So I have to go back today. I haven't heard from them otherwise, so I'm assuming that treatment at the dentist can still go ahead as planned. I have to go to the post office, which I didn't expect to be having to do on the Monday before Christmas, but I want to post some things to my sister in the hope that she'll get them before New Year's. Post office opens at 9, it is 22, it's pouring with rain, so I'm just sitting in my car waiting for the clock to tick over a little bit, and I'm going to go and have a look at some comments and start replying to some because I've got a bit behind. There's a man standing right next to me in the car park, and I'm beyond caring at this point. You get to a certain point in vlogging when you're like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing. Post office, and I'm going to run to Holland & Barrett to see if they've got oatmeal. Somebody asked, because my parents were Scottish, do we have oat stuffing or scurly? Yes, we do. We never had any other type of stuffing. And when I tried it when I grew up, I hated it. Oh my goodness. The only type of stuffing for me is oat stuffing. And I think it's the best part of a roast chicken dinner. But we can't get oatmeal at the moment for some reason. They used to sell it in Asda's, but they're not. So I'm going to pop to Holland & Barrett, see if they've got any. Right, I'm going to stop waffling on now. Oh, right, post office done. I ended up sending my sister's package special delivery, so she'll get it tomorrow because it wasn't as expensive as I thought it would be. And I got my oatmeal from Holland & Barrett. It opened just as I came out of the post office, so that's good. We're sorted for oatmeal. Only thing left that I've got to get out the way today is the dentist. By the way, I haven't done my hair properly yet because I'm going to the dentist when I get home. I'm going to put everything I'm wearing in the wash and have a bath or a shower and just wash the dentist off. And I can then finally sort out my hair. I am home from the dentist. I feel like this side of my mouth is like massive. so I'm not going to talk for too long because I sound ridiculous. I'm just off to get some wellies from the shed because Lilia is still not up, which is good because I think she really needed a good long sleep, being 14. It's 11:30. Dan's on work calls up in the bedroom. Phoebe's been as good as gold staying out the way whilst I've been at the dentist, so we're going to put our wellies on and go for a nice muddy welly walk across in the fields opposite the house. And it'll be lovely, just the two of us, so I shall take you with us. Found some proper mud.
Mr. Bang's Christmas crackers.
What does that mean, Mr. Bang?
Hitman Bang, he's
Hitman
like
Bang.
he's the guy who invented BTS, basically.
Invented.
Unexpectedly absolutely lovely day. When I woke up this morning and thought, ugh, dentist, and having to go to the post office, I didn't think for a minute that today was going to be relaxing at all. But we got home, Phoebe and I went for a lovely walk, which was really nice to just go the two of us, and Lilia had a really good long lie-in, which she really needed. Dan's managed to have a really productive day at work. And then we sat and did a bit of Christmas crafting that we've had in a bag to the side for whenever we got time. The girls were just in the right mood and they decorated a couple of ceramic Christmas tree decorations. They're drying before they put the finishing touches. My face is still so numb. I had the injection about 11:15 this morning, and it's now 3:10, and my face is still really numb. Like my nose and my lips just, oh, it's awful. But hopefully that'll wear off soon. I'm going to have a bath at about 4:30 because Dan will be winding up for the day around then. The girls are quite happy, so I'm going to jump in the bath. Oh, I'm so looking forward to it. We've just been catching up a little bit on our Advents because we didn't we got a bit behind on them the last couple of days. So I've opened all my yarn Advents, and I'm about to open the fabric scrap Advent. And I meant to say to you as well that Echo and Loma, who sent them to me, told me that it was part of a Christmas swap that they were involved in. And I will talk about this in more detail when I podcast on Little Drops of Wonderful, my knitting and crochet podcast in the new year. But just to say here very quickly, it's a Christmas swap that was organised by Caroline of Let's Just Crochet, who I was lucky enough to meet at Festival one year. She's absolutely lovely. I can't remember the hashtag, so I'll pop it on the screen, because she did message me to say that she will be doing it again next year. So if you're interested in joining in with an Advent swap, and you've seen me opening mine, it's 24 little packets with scraps of fabric in. She will be organising it again next year, so it might be worth going to follow that hashtag and Caroline to keep an eye on it, because honestly it's so fun. Yeah, I'd be tempted to join in next year if I get my act together. So I'm going to open that now, and then I'm going to go and start running my bath. Because everyone's so happy, I might be able to risk getting in a bit earlier. I've got another Zoom drinks this evening. God, it's just like normal Christmas. You're out all the time. You feel like the drinking will never end. My two best mates from university, they live across the bridge in Essex, so they are now in Tier 4 as well. And one of them sent me a meme on WhatsApp that said it was a clip from Frozen, and it just said, "Do you want to drink on FaceTime?" So we're just going to get together for an hour tonight just to say sort of pre-Christmas Merry Christmas and raise a glass. So that'll be really nice. Everything just feels like it might actually be winding down and starting to get relaxing, and that we might actually be allowed to start enjoying the festive season despite the difficult times. And I hope that you are all able to do that as well. Thank you again for your absolutely wonderful comments. I love reading them. And can I also say as well, if you don't comment, thank you for watching. I sometimes watch podcasts on the go or on the telly, and I don't comment, but I still enjoy them. So thank you to you too, because you don't have to comment to get a thank you. So thank you so much for being there and for watching. And if you've hopped on over here from Little Drops of Wonderful, thank you for following me here. What am I waffling on about? I really should not be talking, because I sound like, I don't know, I sound drunk. I'm going to go and open my fabric Advent. Hello, the afternoon is wearing on. The girls are upstairs colouring in Phoebe's bedroom. What I hadn't realised is Phoebe had made an agenda for today of things they can do together, and Lilia was being very game and playing along with it. One of them was the Christmas crafting, and the other one was do colouring in Phoebe's room whilst listening to BTS. So that's what they're doing at the moment. My bath is running. I'm so excited to have a bath. Just the little things, and I thought whilst it was running and whilst everyone's occupied, it'd be a good time to do the song of the day and the film of the vlog as well. And I've chosen to keep towards the end of Vlogmas because they tell a bit of a story. Get comfortable. So it's kind of two songs, or a tale, one song, two versions, and two movies. So we'll start with the song. It wasn't a song I was going to include as a Christmas song, because it's not really a Christmas song, although in the very first line it does mention Christmas. And it was a comment underneath a video a couple of days ago that reminded me of it. And that set me off on several other little memory paths. And I realised how special it is as a song. And it reminded me of another version of it, which is so beautiful, it has to be shared with the world. So the song is River by Joni Mitchell, which I'm sure you all know. So I've put that on the Spotify playlist. It's a beautiful song. Of course, it features in You've Got Mail, which has been one of the films of the vlogs. And it also features in... No, it doesn't feature. I was about to say it features in Love Actually, but it doesn't. Joni Mitchell does, but not that song. So forget that. But still a Christmas film. And it's a beautiful song, and it reminded me years and years and years ago on the radio, there was a Scottish band, came in to do a live session, I think on Radio 1. The band Travis, the lead singer Fran Healy, came in to do a live session, and they did that song as a cover. And I just adored it, and they released it as a B-side on one of their singles as well, and I bought it just for the B-side. And then when I went to sort of search it up so I could put it onto the Spotify playlist just now, I found a version of him, of the band with Fran Healy as the lead singer, telling the story of how he came to know the song and then singing the song live afterwards. And it's a very emotional, I feel quite emotional thinking about it, because he sings it in a way that it is supposed to be sung. And the whole time he's just like leaning against the microphone. He actually looks like he's about to mug someone. And he just has the most beautiful voice. It's the perfect cover. It's a 6.5 minute video, and I'm going to link it underneath. I will put the Travis version on the Spotify playlist as well. If I can find the live version, I'll put it on, but if not, it will just be the recorded version. It'll be 6.5 minutes of your life that you will not regret spending watching that video. I promise you, it's beautiful. It's a really beautiful version. So that is the song of the day. I hope you don't mind the really long story behind that, because another one's coming up for the movie as well. Maybe not quite as long. So you can't have a Vlogmas list of Christmas films without including Frank Capra's It's a Wonderful Life. It is an amazing Christmas film. I am a big fan of Jimmy Stewart. I think he was a wonderful actor, and I have a box set of all of his films. I love him. And It's a Wonderful Life is a true Christmas classic. But there's another film that he did that I think surpasses It's a Wonderful Life, and it's called Harvey. And it's a film that was an adaptation of a play that was written earlier in the decade. And it's about a man who is convinced that he has a best friend who is a giant rabbit. If you haven't seen it, I don't know if it's available anywhere. I've got it on DVD. But there's a quote from that film. Oh, I've left my phone in the other room and I don't know it word for word. Hold on one second, because I want to read you the quote. Okay, I'm back with my phone. I feel really silly getting emotional talking about a cover of a song. What an idiot. I'm still a bit hormonal. And I've still got a numb face. It's probably a combination of all of that. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. Here's the quote that I really like from the film Harvey. Years ago, my mother used to say to me, she'd say, "In this world, Elwood, you must be," she always called me Elwood, "in this world, Elwood, you must be oh so smart or oh so pleasant." Well, for years I was smart. I recommend pleasant. You may quote me. My dad loved the film, and it was him that introduced me to it. And that, yeah, I love that. I absolutely love that quote. That kind of sums my dad's view of the world up as well. So that is the film of the day. Well, the two films of the day, It's a Wonderful Life and Harvey, and the one song of the vlog, no, sorry, the film of the vlog and the song of the day, the one song, two different versions, and I have linked everything you need to know or written it down underneath in a description box. And I'm now going to stop waffling, go and transfer all of this waffle onto the iPad and edit it whilst I'm in the bath. Before I get in the bath though, there's something very special happening today. It's now coming up for 4 o'clock. Oh, and it's not that I will go blurry and then come back miraculously into focus. I'm going up to the loft because today, low in the southwest of the sky, there is a rare conjunction of Saturn and Jupiter. The last time it was visible was about 800 years ago. And it so happens that our house faces southwest and we have a loft extension and no buildings in front of us. So we have an excellent view. If it wasn't for the fact... totally cloudy. We've got complete cloud cover. That's annoying.